Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll provide an update on my review of the Minisforum BD790i X3D, in which I spoke about the good and the not so good. The not so good was the price increase over the 9X3D version, $200 more for Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth, PCIe Gen 5 SSD slots, and a slight boost in 1440p gaming. One of the good was the efficiency on the onboard CPU, the Ryzen 9 7945H X3D. A 16-core, 32-thread mobile processor with a TDP of 100 watts, capable of boosting up to 5.4 GHz and comes stacked with 128 megabytes of L3 cache. However, I did leave out maybe the most critical data, 1080p gaming benchmarks. I reran the same 4 games, Cyberpunk 2077, Black Myth Wukong, Forza Horizon 5, and Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It wasn't long before I began having issues. The X3D chip was being outperformed by the 7945HX. After watching this video from Jay's 2 cents, I decided to reinstall Windows and get a fresh start with no driver or software conflicts. After hours of installing Windows, performing Windows updates, and linking my game library, I was back up and running. I re-verified the power profile was set to balance, game mode was enabled, running the same setup as last time. We have the RTX 5080 Founders card inside the super compact Forum T1, powered by the Asus ROG Low-Key 750W PSU, 32GB of DDR5, 5200 mega transfer total memory on the mobile CPUs, and 64GB of DDR5, 6400 mega transfer memory on the desktop CPUs. Take a look at the newly included 1080p data and updated 1440p and 4K results, and I'll be back with my conclusions. There you have it. The 7945HX3D takes the decent lead over the 7945HX in 1080p and carves a slight lead in 1440p gaming, while 4K remains GPU bottlenecked. You may have noticed the Black Myth Wukong results look vastly different from the original video. It turns out that when switching between CPUs and resolutions, the game automatically applies recommended DLSS settings and lifting the actual performance. I re-verified that the settings on each sample are the exact same. The goal is to see raw performance with no upscaling or sampling. Power efficiency remains strong with the 7945HX3D, although not as much as we originally thought in the first video. We see a 10% lead in Black Myth Wukong over the 9X3D chip in 1080p and identical performance in 1440p and 4K. In Cyberpunk 2077, we see a healthy 13% lead in 1080p over the 7945HX, and a surprising 10% lead over the 9950X and 9800 X3D. However, this is the only X3D 16-core CPU on the board. In 1440p, things even out a bit at 99 frames and 46 frames in 4K. In Call of Duty Black Ops 6, we get a 9% lead in 1080p and just below the 9950X, a 3% lead in 1440p, and basically no difference in 4K. Lastly, in Forza Horizon 5, a smaller 5% lead in 1080p and a 3-frame lead in 1440p, and within a margin of error in 4K. There are some scenarios where this CPU beats the 9950X and 9800 X3D. I have a possible theory by it being the only 16-core X3D chip in the lineup, giving it a small advantage in some 1080p titles. With a 9% advantage in 1080p, it does make the upgrade over the 7945HX more compelling. However, if you gave me 1440p and 4K, you'd be just fine sticking with a cheaper 9X3D variant. So, do I recommend the BD790i X3D? For me, I personally would choose this over the other. The hassle of equipping the board with an adapter for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity is one less thing you have to worry about with this board. I do understand it's really easy to do, but it does add more cost to the SC, not to mention extra multi-core performance, efficiency, and thermals on the X3D variant. If you have a slightly larger budget and want a more well-rounded motherboard and CPU package, go with the BD790i X3D. It won't disappoint. If you want to save money and get 95% of the way there, go with the BD795i SC. I really hope this video helped. Please comment below if you have a theory to why the 7945HX outperforms the 9950X and 9800 X3D and some 1080p results. As always, I appreciate your feedback and support, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.